What's up, team? So in today's video, I'm going to give you a bit of a rundown about where we are in the 25-26 season, some of the races and some of the challenges that I've got planned and prepped for the next few months, and just really talk through, where we're at, where we're going, what's going on, and I hope all of you are getting on well in your training. Love to hear how you're getting on, so do let me know in the comments. In particular, what races do you have coming up this season? Keen to connect with as many of you as possible, so let me know, and hopefully we'll see you out there this season. So where are we right now? We are a few weeks off the back of the first race of the season. For me, that was out in Oslo. That was great. Really enjoy a overseas HYROX jaunt, and this one was really good. Got the opportunity, as you might have seen from the previous video I put up, to be out on the track at the same time as the Elite 15 athlete Dylan Scott, so that was just a bit of a magical experience and just an honour to be out there at the same time as him. That race, I came in at 1 minute 8 seconds off my PB, so was a little bit disappointed with that at the time, but in hindsight, in retrospect, it's first race of the season. I, like many of you, have been training really hard in that off season, but training is different to racing, and sometimes we need that race mileage to sort of build and accumulate to really help us make progress. So looking forward, what have we got coming down the track now? So we're 7 weeks out of recording this video from HYROX London. That's the next race, HYROX London XL in December. And at that race, I've booked another race really quickly after that. So we've got London, and then 8 days later, we've got Poznan in Poland. So because I've got those two races so close together, I am doing something a little bit different. I've entered the open division for London, and I'm going to be looking to just go as fast as I reasonably can in that. I am, at this point, and I say this now because, you know, I might change my tune when I'm a little bit closer. At this point, I'm confident that I can and should get a PB in that, all being well, going into that race healthy. I haven't ran an open race for nearly over 12 months now, actually. Well, sorry, it will be over 12 months by the time we get to XL. The last one I think was in Paris. That was just under 1 hour 15. I've only raced pro since, and that's a different race, requires different things, which I'll get onto in a minute, and what those differences are and how I'm adjusting my training accordingly. But yeah, really interested, really looking forward to that open race and getting under the belt and just seeing what I can pull off. Then 8 days later, we're in Poznan, and we're back in the pro singles. So last season, pro singles, that was new for me. I did 4 pro single races, really enjoyed that. And I've got a number of different things going on this season, but are still looking to progress. That's probably my number one, the number one thing that I want to get after. And I've got a number of pro races coming up. So Poznan will be another opportunity. It's going to be very close to that open. I personally, off the back of a HYROX, need about not quite a week to recover, but at least 4 to 5 days. And obviously, because of the distance between and time between the two, I'm not going to be getting any significant training or any significant improvements in. So really, the training block between now and that London Open race is for the pro race as well. So that means, because I've got the open and the pro so close together, I'm not changing my training like dramatically, in that I'm still continuing with the sort of the structure, the progressive overload structure, the weights and everything else, aiming for the pro, but I am making some little adjustments in the running work, because if there's anywhere I can make a gain and that can contribute towards that PB in the open race, it's going to be in the running. So some adjustments there, trying to trying to stick with that 80-20 rule. So 80% of the running work at that capacity building, so the lower intensity, your zone 2 stuff basically. Obviously your threshold interval stuff at your zone 4, and then a little bit as we get closer to that top end zone 5 stuff. But yeah, we'll see how we go. But beyond December, beyond that second race and those 2 races that are close together, which is sort of really the goal I'm working towards now, looking further out, we've also got a ticket booked for Manchester. So we've got a 13-week, if you take from where we are now through to Manchester, we've got a 13-week block to that. Other events I don't have booked, but are going to be trying to get tickets for is Glasgow. So Glasgow is 20 weeks out. That is at March next year, and are going to be looking to do a doubles there. That is going to be the open doubles, because the partner I'm partnering with, this will be the first time they have done a HYROX, and I think a doubles pro is probably not quite where we want to be pitching it, but haven't done a doubles for a very long time, only done one previously, so we're just really up for, off the back of that second, or that will be the third this season, Manchester Pro, adapting my training a little bit and going all in on the doubles. So there will be quite a bit of higher intensity work there, more CrossFit style workouts, if you want, to find a better word for that, but with little bits of rest integrated, to just really work on those explosive adaptive passions, and just to get used to that high level intensity. And we'll make some changes to the running block like when we get there as well. Then only 2 weeks after that, so 22 weeks out from where we are recording today, we've got the second London event. This is London Olympia. This is also the European HYROX Championship. So this is going to be I think it's one of they're not calling it the last chance qualifier, but there'll be one spot there for the Elite 15 World Championships that are taking place in Stockholm. So I will be observing, and I'll be watching those races as well as taking part. I really hope, I know, and like many of you tuning in might know Michael Sambach. He came second in the Worlds 2 years ago, just behind Alexander Rokovic, and I know that he is looking towards and aiming for that. So really hope that he is able to pull something out of the bag. But whatever happens, it's going to be a really exciting event. It's running over a week, and at the moment I'm undecided what I'm going to do, what type of ticket or entry I'd like to do from there. It's probably either going to be another open doubles, a pro doubles, or a pro singles. It'll be one of those three. But I'm going to see how some of the races go in between, and then making adjustments accordingly. I did this a little bit with Oslo. So with Oslo, I actually had a pro booked for London in December and a pro in Poznan, but just recognizing how I felt off the back of that first one in Oslo, two pros that close together, not a good idea. Recipe for injury, recipe for disaster. So actually, I'm pleased I've swapped the tickets, and I think we've got something really good to be aiming for there. So yeah, that is, in a summary, is my HYROX season. The races that I've got on the books, the ones I'm looking to get after, and some of the adaptations I'm going to be looking to make in my training through to the end of this season. There might be other races, there might be more, but for now, those are the ones that I'm looking to get after. If you've got any questions about HYROX, about your training, about adaptations, about things you could be doing, this channel, I've set up this channel as a resource. It's a free resource, like for athletes like myself. So whatever situation you're in, if there's anything that I or we can help with, do ask us in the comments. I will sometimes be able to come back directly on those questions. Other times I might be able to direct you to another video that we've got on the channel that helps answer some of the questions you've got there. But yeah, just really here to be a help and a support to everyone who is looking to take part in a HYROX and be a really helpful and valuable resource to the hybrid athlete community. So yeah, that's all I think I had to share today. If you haven't already, do check out our pro tips series video. So this is for each of the exercise stations and the running. This really encapsulates all the stuff that I've learned on my open to pro journey over the last 18 months to 2 years. And we've also got the really popular, literally got hundreds of thousands of views now, our regular women's and men's and doubles tips. So that is all in this video series here. So if you haven't already, do check them out. So all right folks, Metcon Marcus out. Hope to see you at a HYROX race very soon.